Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Star Flames and we are back with another video. In this video guys, we're gonna talk about Kanye West because it is within my personal opinion that he is still in grave danger. Let's talk about it, shall we? Now, I'm going to start off this video by saying to a lot of people, because when it comes to Kanye West, a lot of people, they want the truth, the ugly, deep, dark truth about him to be buried, hidden, not spoken about, irrespective of the fact that he has spoken about it and he has spoken about it repeatedly. So basically, Kanye can say anything that he wants to say about anything or anyone, and if you don't react to it in a way that it makes his blind supporters warm and fuzzy, they take an offense to it, and then what they do is to retaliate and they try to attack you through various means and methods. And then you have some of them who tries to sneak diss you, and they think that you're so slow you can't see the sneak dissing. Now, however you feel about this video, I really don't care. I'm not apologizing for anything that I'm about to say. So if you know that you're going to be in your feelings, now is a good time to opt out of this video, because if you come for me, I'm going to drag you to hell, or I may choose not to and just block your ass, one of the two. So please be advised. Now let's continue, shall we? Because what I want to talk about is Kanye West being in grave danger, and I believe that Kanye has a serious, dangerous handler in his circle, and he will not be safe until the handler is gone out of his life. And because I know the internet is narrow-minded, let me say this. When I say gone out of his life, I don't mean the handler has to be dead for Kanye to survive. I mean, the person should not be around him anymore. Because I have been doing a little bit of research and I've been reaching out to a few experts just to get some insights on a few concerns that I have, because I want to see if I was overthinking. So let's talk about it. The first red flag for me was when Kanye West entered that balanced treatment facility, and they had him doing a video which they posted on Instagram. And I've been talking about this for the past couple of weeks, and I've only seen one individual in my comment section who truly understands where I'm coming from and agree that when you go into rehab, ain't no way rehab, they have you on a video within the first week of your rehabilitation and have you on a video that they have on social media. Now, let me say this by saying it could be that they did this to, actually, they did it to promote their business. But normally, sometimes in these cases, it's a mutual exchange where the individual gets a discount on their, rehabilitation cost in exchange for them to do a video to help boost that business. Because it's Kanye West, and to a lot of people, Kanye gives fame, he drives numbers, but at the time that the balanced treatment facility did that, Kanye West wasn't driving any good numbers because people were so fed up and done. People are still fed up and done with him, not in its entirety, but for the most part, he's not respected as he once used to be, and as such, the crowd and the following that he once had is not what it used to be. People may still look at what he's doing and observe what he's doing, because many people have their own assumption and opinion, and they only follow to see if they're right or wrong. Some people, they'll always support him, like he's gonna take them to the ditch, take them to the ocean with him if he continues down this path. So my point is, the first red flag in Kanye's rehabilitation is that video that they did. That video should have been a testimonial, like after he has completed his treatment, and after a few months, they realize that the treatment has proven to be 100 or at least 80% effective. The Balance Clinic did not do that. They did a promotion right off the bat, which is very not something that looks appealing from my end as an observer. It looks extremely unprofessional, and it looks extremely exploitative. Now, this tends to be a repeated pattern with Kanye West. A lot of people are around him to exploit him, and they do it under the guise of friendship. They love him, they care for him. Now, let me also say this by saying Kanye West has long been battling drug addiction. It's not just today. Even when he was with Kim Kardashian, he was battling drug addiction. And let me also say that drug addiction can start very simple. It can start by you getting a tooth removed from the dentist. It can start by you just getting a filling, the sedative that they give to you, because everyone genetic makeup is different, and sometimes it just takes a simple painkiller to trigger an addiction. So I just wanted to say that. Now, many people may say, oh, that's a lie. When he was with Kim, he was never addicted to drugs. He was. It's just that Kim and her circle, they were good at hiding it from us. And Kim and her circle would push for Kanye to get the necessary help, the necessary treatment that he needs. And they would hide a lot of things from the public eyes. They would pay a lot of media outlets to not publish certain videos about him. And I can go on record to say TMZ has a video of Kanye West where Kanye West was completely out of it. He was completely out of it. And I'm talking about Kodak Black out of it. I've seen the video once. I don't know where that video is today, but I believe that the video was scrubbed from the internet. But I have seen it personally, and I know if I have seen it, there are thousands, if not millions of others who have seen it, but people might choose to be nice to protect Kanye's image and not talk about that video. I'm not going to talk about exactly what he said or did in that video, but if you see that video, it is hella scary. And Kanye was with Kim at that point in time. So my point is, Kanye West has always been battling some kind of addiction for the past, it could be about 15 years at this point. I'm not sure of how long, but I know at this point it's more than 10 years. So as such, his addiction problem, it's nothing new. It's just that when he was in Kim Kardashian's circle, they fought for him, and they fought for him more than we can ever imagine. Now that Harley Pasternak story, questionable, still not throwing away, still giving him the side eye. What he did, absolutely no excuse for that. So I'm not going to sweep that under the rug and pretend as though it never happened. It did happen. And we should never forget about what Harley Pasternak did to Kanye West. Now, equally, I know that a lot of people, if it rains, blame Kim. If the sun shines, blame Kim. But Kim Kardashian is not to be blamed for Kanye's addiction because it existed before Kim Kardashian. The only thing I would blame Kim for in this is when they forced him to get that liposuction so that he could fit in his suit, I think for the wedding, allegedly. And then he had to be given all that numbing medication, which I believe once again triggered the addiction again, right? But she did her work. It wasn't right, not right, but she did her work to ensure that she got him back on track. Guys, if Kim should come out here and tell her story about Kanye's addiction, no one is going to believe her unless she provides like evidence proving it. So I'm just saying all of this to say I'm not, you know, here to tear down or bash Kanye West as many people think that I've been doing. I've been bringing awareness to the things that this man has been doing, hoping that people would see actually or can see actually what is going on around him and how much he's being exploited. But people are not getting it. Here's another attempt. Here's just another attempt in hopes that people get it, in hopes that something finally sinks and cements for enough for a lot of people so they can open their eyes to the fact that Kanye West is in danger and he's in grave danger. He has a dangerous enabler around him, and I don't know who that is. And he'll never be safe until he pulls himself away and out of the circle that he's in at present. And that could also mean pulling himself away from his wife, Biancacensori. And this is not any hate towards Bianca because I'm on the neutral side. So there's nothing deep for me in this. The only thing that's deep for me is seeing a man getting exploited, a man that is doing things that he doesn't need to be doing, far too talented to be doing half the shit and nonsense that he's doing. So I can see what is going on. And I'm going to tell you guys this. It is within my opinion that Kanye West is not off nitrous oxide. I believe that Kanye West is still on nitrous oxide. I believe there's an agreement in his circle for him to be on a lower dose of nitrous oxide because he may not want to go on the correct prescription for his mental health. And he's fighting like hell not to do it. And the people in his circle, they are supporting this behavior once the general public is not able to detect it. Now, why do I believe Kanye West is back on nitrous oxide? Let me also say this. Kanye West has always loved to dress his women, and he loves to see them looking good, loves to see them looking provocative. But Kanye West doesn't need to have Bianca out here being naked or semi-naked to promote anything that he has upcoming or going on for him. And this is what Pusha T and the others who have been speaking about Kanye West being too talented to be doing too many shit. This is one primary example. Kanye West has been able to garner success without a woman being naked. He has been able to achieve success just through his talent. But whenever Kanye West has Bianca out here looking like, this in that candid bikini look, for me, it's an indication that he's not off nitrous oxide. Whenever he uses Bianca, because that's what he's doing. They were in New York, and it hasn't even been 2 days, and we've seen Bianca in more than maybe 6 different outfit changes at this point in time. Now, you can argue to say that celebrities, they do attend a lot of events. Yes, they do. But if you look at the outfits that he has Bianca wearing, they are getting back to the nitrous oxide state. I also want to believe that Bianca may or may not be a part of Kanye's nitrous oxide addiction. Make no mistakes, he was on it before her, but I believe that she's okay with him being on it once the public is not able to detect that he's on it. So I believe he's still on nitrous oxide, and I believe that she's okay with him being on it once the public is not able to detect that he's on it. And my reason for saying this is because we saw Ye having that meltdown on social media for weeks, and it was revealed through his court documents in which he submit the discovery against Thomas Connolly, the dentist, where they said that they were giving him dangerously high dosage of nitrous oxide along with propofol, and they were delivering canisters upon canisters of it to him for him to self-administer. It's a miracle why this man is still alive, It's a miracle. And you trust and believe it's a miracle because normally people don't administer propofol with nitrous oxide in those high dangerous doses and still be alive. So my point is, if he was on nitrous oxide and propofol for so long, a 2 weeks or 3 weeks rehab clinic cannot fix that. Because remember, he was on the substance for so long, and he also has mental health condition battling. When you say that, the people who are mentally unwell like him and refuse to take their medication like him, they'll ask you like, how do you know he's mentally unwell? How do you know this? And how do you know that? Go on Kanye's post, read the documents. It is there. It is telling you that he's mentally unwell and he has irreversible brain damage. If you need something else, you have to take that up with God at this point in time, okay? Not me. So, as I was saying, normally, let's say you go in for a dental procedure and they administer nitrous oxide. It can take up to 15 hours to get out of your system, depending on who you are. For some people, it can take up to 2 weeks to get out of their system. Now, just imagine you went to a dentist just to do a normal tooth or teeth procedure, and it can take up to 2 weeks for that nitrous oxide to get out of your system. Just imagine someone who has been in it for quite a lengthy period at dangerously high dosage, and coupled with that, they were on propofol. Can a 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or 4 weeks rehabilitation fix Kanye West? Absolutely not. Can therapy within itself alone fix Kanye West? Like going in, talking to someone on schedule appointments? Absolutely not. And if you have access to any doctor, any dentist, and if you have any ounce of decency within the fiber of your being, you can reach out to any doctor or dentist you have and ask them, would it take 2 weeks for Kanye West to be completely withdrawn from nitrous oxide, propofol, and to get him on a steady path as to where his mental health is concerned? And they're gonna tell you that the possibilities are endless, but based on studies and research, it's gonna take a lot more work. It's gonna take 9 months, a year, or it could even be more. And he's gonna need consistent monitoring. So when I saw Bianca stepping out with those looks yesterday, especially that bikini look, it's given Kanye is in danger. I'm not even looking at Bianca. I'm looking at Kanye West. Kanye West is still in danger. Kanye West has a dangerous handler in his circle only way Kanye West is going to be clean is when he gets out of that circle that he's in. I'm not saying everyone is bad in the circle, but you can tell that he's surrounded by a group of people who have bad habits. The bad habit could range from a greed for his money, could be that, and or a combination, a greed for his money, with those individuals having addiction with, their own personal addiction. It could even be as simple as smoking. It could be as simple as an e-cigar. But Kanye West is still in a dangerous circle. He's still in a dangerous zone. There's a dangerous handler handling Kanye West. I don't know who it is. I'm not going to call any names, but Kanye is not safe. Kanye West is not safe. He's in danger. And I would hate to see this man ending up being institutionalized because of the enablers that he has around him. But Kanye West still has enablers around him, and it is within my opinion, not proven to be factual, but it is within my opinion that he's still on nitrous oxide, but on a low controlled dose. Also, there's a video of Kanye West on the internet saying that his wife got him a new dentist after realizing he was toppling over too much with a previous dentist. When he says that, for me, it is interpreted as the previous dentist was giving him too much and Bianca realized it's too much. He didn't say that Bianca had a problem with him being on nitrous oxide. He said that Bianca had a problem with him being on too much nitrous oxide. She got him a new dentist. Listen to people when they speak, and the word may just be that, but I don't think it's just that. I think it's a whole lot more than that. But this is just my 2 cents. This is just my opinion. You can take from this whatever you may, or you can do your own research. I don't think Kanye is clean. I think he's still on nitrous oxide, or could still be on nitrous oxide, but on a lower controlled dose. That's just my opinion. Not factual, in my opinion, but what you can do is just do some research. Ask a doctor. If someone is on nitrous oxide, dangerous high dosage, along with propofol, how long, along with mental health issues, how long will it take for them to be truly rehabilitated? Just ask those questions, and I believe if you ask those questions, you should have your answer. But that's just my 2 cents. It's up to you guys to do your own research and form your own opinion. And that's all I have to say about that for this video. Let me know what's your take on the matter. While you're at it, do what you need to do on this video. If you want to support, stay safe, stay blessed, peace.